dad now. Would you ever send your kid to puffy camp?
Hell no.
Right.
And I saw it. It was pretty wild.
Big can't give you no receipts. He dead. Craig Mack can't give you receipts. He dead. What are you talking about? Who else? Black Rob can't give you receipts. He dead. And everybody else you made sign paperwork so they can't talk about what I'm talking about.
Old saying to go, never let your right hand know what your left hand doing. And everything that's done in the dark will come to the light. And it was something an old timer told me a long time ago. He said, you know, you always got to follow the money.
Out.
See, Puff Daddy, Diddy Smalls, Dick Sucker of the Year. I don't know what he want to be called. P Love, Brother Love. I don't know. Whatever. I'm not trying to kick a brother while he down. He's not one of my favorite people. Let's get that clear.
Out.
Because he allowed the greed of what he wanted destroy many people's lives, going from his artists all the way to certain people in his life that was on a personal level. There's no way that no one in the world should be this sexually hungry, that you have to get to a point that you are degrading these young women, to a point that you're paying them off and giving them hush-hush money.
What?
But the part that is disturbing is the names that are being named. You know, you naming royalty.
Biggie didn't want to go to LA, ended up going so that they can make an appearance at an event in LA that Saturday night.
Alleging that it was nothing going on that points to Prince Harry with any kind of negativity,
What?
but it's still the possibility of anything happening that's there. Okay? Now, the other part is they naming Jay-Z, they naming
What?
other elect officials that I'm not going to name their names, but
Out.
it's a big list of them, and the big part about this is that this is nothing but a repeat of Epstein, of what happened with him with all that big name list, and then he went to jail and ended up dead. I'm just saying, at the end of the day, you got to reap what you sow, baby, and that's why you got to watch how you do people, talk to people, treat people, because your karma do not never come back the same way you put it out.
Out.
It usually come time when it's worse than what you originally put out. Then it's put on platform for people to judge you, and they're judging you based off of the things that you did. Nothing no one told them. These is all their actions.
Oh no.
All I'm saying is that all these lives he have destroyed in his past, he got to be accountable for it now. He better pray that he have enough money to get him out of this, because
What?
after they drain him dry, I wonder who gonna come and have his back.
Out.
As he claims he just took care of everybody.
In conjunction with an arrest. But I started thinking about this a little bit more last night, and I was thinking that if he has videos or his associates have videos, and they are attempting to distribute those of young male children or female children, that means that a child is in imminent danger. And so part of me wonders if this was done to stop that, and that they will get to the arrest, obviously, at some point. Because, you know, as you mentioned, typically these warrants are served, and there's usually an indictment that goes, you know, hand in hand with that at the same time. So in my opinion, it's not unheard of. It's just a little bit unusual. We don't typically see this. Anytime we did raids at the FBI of this nature, we also had an arrest warrant for the individual as well. And so it is unusual, but I don't want to say it's unheard of. And again, I'm just speculating, but part of me wonders if this was still actively being distributed. And if it... Many of his associates will likely face federal charges, but it's not totally clear when. And what do you think a timetable would look like for all of that? I know that there's a lot of evidence to gather over many years, but is it possible that a federal indictment could be just around the corner? I would hesitate to say just around the corner because with all of the experience I've had with these office approaches cases, they do not move until they have you fully, like they have you dead to rights, basically. So they are going to take their time, they're going to collect all the evidence, they're going to speak to as many witnesses as they can, they're going to follow every single trail, every single lead that they can before they go to an indictment. There can be continuances, there can be other things that can delay the case. But once you file that charging document, the clock starts ticking. So that, when I was a prosecutor, I always advised my detectives, anybody that I was trained, that you get all the evidence you can up front, and then you file charges. So when is it possible that we would actually see him being arrested or facing any of these?
I said, Kirk, why you didn't tell me then that he cussed that he slapped his mother? Because if you would have told me to slap his mother, I'd have beat the shit out of him, Kirk. He was like,